Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. We have been looking at the Oracle of Light and Dreams that is illustrated beautifully by Scot Howden. And this is a timeless reading. It's a collective reading. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it is the right time for you to be getting this message. Thank you so much for returning, friends. It's always lovely to hear from you. Thanks so much, you guys, for your comments as well. They are very much appreciated. For new friends that have never been here before, please feel welcome in this space. What we do here is we talk about being our authentic selves and being brave in that and showing other people how to do the same. And that's how we heal the planet. That's how we ascend as a collective, is by acknowledging who we are, which is love. So that's all you get on this channel. If you're looking for anything else, you'll probably want to click off. But if that's what you're looking for, you've come to the right place. So we have been looking at this deck. I love this. And all of these cards, they're a bit of a challenge because they are very unique messages. They're not like the foo-foo, I'll feel good kind of stuff. These represent different kinds of challenges, things that we may be dealing with right now or may have to deal with in the very near future, or may have just gone through and are just looking for confirmation that we actually, we've come out the other side. We've gone through the tunnel. We are in the light. And guess what? We are the light. You are the light at the end of your tunnel. So and that's kind of the energy I'm getting from the card. We will take a look in the book in a little bit and see what the actual reading is from the book, but I always want to get a sense of the energy from the cards themselves before we go into the book. And this is a very interesting image, number 2, Descendants. And I can just see us. I can just see us. And in fact, haven't there been cave paintings where we've seen pictures of people with dinosaurs? I don't know about riding them, and I'm not sure. This guy, she must have raised him as an egg because he looks like a familiar for her, and he would be a very dangerous person to be opposed to be on the other side of a situation, wouldn't you say? I would be feeling kind of brave with that kind of companion. But we also have to remember this is kind of like ourselves, where we have a representation of beauty and love, nurturing, and then we have this aspect that can be fierce, that can be defensive sometimes, aggressive sometimes, and finding a balance between those two, knowing that there are right times to be coming from always the place of love. That's always a given. But even if we're having to, I don't know, stand up for ourselves, stand up for what we believe in, that can take a lot of courage, that can take a lot of bravery, that can feel very fierce sometimes. So we want to be sure that we're always coming from that place of love, from self-love and self-acceptance, and saying, yes, this is a boundary beyond which I will not cross. I love you, but I'm not going there. That's what I'm getting from the energy from this card. Feel free to leave your comments as well, if you like, about what your initial impressions of this card are. I mean, he really looks like, if he's not a T-Rex, he's somebody related to them. Look at those teeth. Yeah, I would be staying away from this guy unless he was my buddy. And a lot of times we can be like that. So we want to make sure he kind of has a smile on his face. So I feel, and doesn't he feel male? Doesn't he feel masculine? With obviously the feminine energy to counterbalance. So yeah, I'm getting a real sense of balance here. Of, yes, this is what our descendants, what we are the descendants of, what they went through. They had to be fierce, they had to be protective, their environment was full of dangers. It's kind of similar to where we are now. We have different kinds of dangers. Now we have to worry about like crossing in traffic or driving in traffic. And and that kind of stuff. So we don't have the same kind of challenges, but we always have challenges. And balancing between the feminine and masculine, between the shadow and the light. We incorporate our shadow selves, that fierce, courageous part of us that maybe got us into trouble before, because now we're going to counterbalance it with love and nurturing and protection. And I'm also getting a very strong sense of protection too with this card. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the actual reading is. This is card number 2, which of course is a portal card, the number 2. And okay, here's the title of it, right? Face your fears, seek knowledge. Our keywords are courage, action, awareness, and confidence. The dinosaur was raised since birth by her brave companion. Okay, so I'm just going to stop right there and say, yes, okay, she got him when he was an egg, and I guess he is a sheep. So there we are. How about we say them? How about we say them? All right, so as a result, they share an unbreakable bond. As they explore the tangled prehistoric undergrowth, their senses combine to give them a keen understanding of their environment. The pungent volcanic gas and the shrieks of the soaring pterodactyls almost mask the foreboding scent. The faint rumble and the distant roar of the approaching giant, signs that the pair have learned to mean danger is near. It is through their explorations and by standing up to their fears and the challenges of a vibrant and sometimes formidable world that they have expanded their boundaries, enhanced their knowledge and skill, and given themselves the confidence to handle any adversities that come their way. And then we have a quote. This one's from Dale Carnegie, so you know it's going to be good. They're always good. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. Action breeds confidence and courage. If you want to conquer fear, do not sit at home and think about it. Go out and get busy. I love that. I love that. Inaction breeds doubt and fear. So this is another card of action, and we've been getting a lot of those recently. I'm not surprised, but it's one of those things. It's always a challenge because, damn, don't we want to be in our comfort zone? Don't we love keeping things the way they are, the status quo? And there's a danger in that. Nature will always try to find a balance. And if things are too much in one aspect, too strong, even in too much light, some stuff is going to come in that's shadow, that we need to handle, we need to address, we need to deal with. And it's very easy to kind of just hole up in the corner and go, no, I'm tired of doing that. I don't want to do that anymore. But we are being encouraged with this reading today to be brave, to be courageous, to be willing to say, here's my boundary. This is not, I will not pass. And you cannot pass either. None can pass. We can be the Gandalf, right? I get a very strong sense of, like I said, just very courageous, very brave. No fear. No fear. We were just talking about that in the last reading. No fear. No excuses. This card is not in sequence with that card, and yet we are getting the exact same message. Don't worry too much about stuff. You're going to figure out real fast whether something's working for you or not. And if it's not working, stop. Don't do it anymore. If all you're getting is negative results, you need to change your actions. And that sometimes requires some bravery in changing direction, going somewhere we haven't gone before. That all takes quite a bit of bravery. It's very easy to look at the unknown, because the unknown for these guys was probably deadly. In our situation, we have evolved. These are our descendants who give us this courage and bravery and no fear, but we can use that now with our ascended knowledge and understanding that not everything has to be a fight. Sometimes you can simply say, just let them, right? Just let them. If somebody is doing something that you don't agree with, just let them. If it's not doing any harm to anybody else and it's not harming them themselves, because if there's harm being done, that's something else and you have to address that for sure. But if there's no harm, it's just somebody wants to color outside the lines in a crayon color that you don't happen to like personally, let them, because that allows them to let you color outside the box with the crayon color that you want. And that's how we evolve. So there it is. It ties right in. We learn to be courageous when we love ourselves and we understand who we are. Our strengths, our weaknesses, our skills, our talents, our fears, our challenges, our worries, all of that. It's a balance. There's always going to be things that come up that challenge us. Coming from that place of love, self-acceptance, we can take it and just say, all right, I can see from here, from this place of love, the best thing for me, for my highest and greatest good, and for the highest and greatest good of the collective, of everybody who has ever lived and who ever will be. We are all connected in that quantum field, right? We are quantumly entangled. So what you do affects me, what I do affects you. And all we are being asked is that we are brave in ourselves, strong in ourselves, sometimes fierce in ourselves, but from that place of love where you will never harm somebody else to protect yourself. That is not necessary. I'm just going to say that. It is not necessary to harm somebody else to stop them from harming you. There's always going to be a way you can stop somebody from doing something. I don't care what it is. You can find that way. You can bring peace to that situation by having no fear and being brave. Unless you're at the point of a knife or a gun or something like that, and coming from that place of love, simply sitting there and saying, let them, what are you going to do? The worst thing that can happen is your corporeal body can be damaged or ended. Okay. Your soul is eternal. That may not be the way you wanted that life to go. Who knows? Who knows? I am not an augur. I am not a foreteller of advanced events that are happening. I simply bring you the information that I'm getting. Bravery, no fear, go out and conquer. This is your message for the day. You know exactly what it is, the situation that we are talking about here. I'm not sure what it is for you personally, but whatever it is, you can not be afraid. You can know what is right for you, and as it does no harm to you or anybody else, go forth and conquer. So that's the reading that we've got for the day. I do hope that resonated with you. If you're still with me and you haven't already liked the video and or subscribed to the channel, I do encourage and invite you to do that. It does help the YouTube algorithm help other people find these videos and find the channel. It's not a monetized channel. It'll never be a monetized channel. So I'm not getting any money for it. It just helps other people find them as well, just like you did. So that's what I've got. Have a wonderful day. You are amazing. If nobody has told you that recently, you can't say that anymore because I just said it to you. You are amazing. You really are. And I'm really proud of you. So keep on doing what you're doing. You've got this. I love you. Namaste and ciao for now.